Alright, Monday Night Podcast, get ready, we are going live in about 5, 4,
Oh, I can't hear you guys.
Hello? Testing, 1, 2.
Oh, okay, there you go. I don't know, my sound was fucked up. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
I couldn't hear you guys for a second.
Oh, okay. Anyway, sorry. Panoramic Podcast, we are live in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, it's another Monday night, I believe. Yes, I'm losing track of the days, gentlemen. But it is the end of the year, meaning Thanksgiving is coming up. The holidays are coming up. Hopefully, everyone's going to have a nice ending to said year. But this is your co-host, Aristotle, tonight, joined by Sick Nick in the blue. And, of course, on the gray team, Mr. Shazam himself. Take it away with the new man bun.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, I know. The bun is on its way back, guys. So, anyways, with that being said, everyone, welcome to another Panoramic Podcast, the True Aces podcast, right here on Panoramic Gaming. Make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the show. All links are in the description below. But with that being said, let's go and kick it off with some curious questions. All right. So, I know at some point we've all watched wrestling, and as you may have surfaced on Facebook or wherever or any social media, if you can remember vaguely, what was your favorite moment of the Undertaker? Because just as of last night, take it with a grain of salt if you will, but officially Undertaker has rest in peace or retired the character
For the last time.
for the last ride.
Dang, what a run.
30 long years dedication. I'd never seen from one man.
Because he debuted in Halloween? No, not Halloween.
No, Survivor Series 1990. And what befitting, it was befitting that those 30 years just were just such a a flash through everything. Gimmick, like the dude as everyone has said, he's basically the Madonna, the Fonz of wrestling. Like the dude went through more. Well, I wouldn't say the dude had like the one gimmick, like that same gimmick for 30 long years, and it stayed popular for that long. And
to be fair, he was American Badass at one point, but
sure.
Yes, the Phenom Undertaker will always be his absolute best performance.
Well, despite all that, he definitely has that universal appeal, just like the Beatles, or like it's timeless. Wherever you put it, it'll be just as successful and dominant. That is always is. But
Yep.
yeah, rest in peace, Mark. Mark, right?
Yeah, Mark Calloway.
Mark Calloway.
Mark Calloway. Yep.
aka Undertaker. So, but I think the moment that kind of stands out to me, big time Undertaker fan, his I believe his match at WrestleMania 25 against Shawn Michaels for the first, I won't say first time, but like just that match alone, in terms of like storytelling, and that perfect finish where Shawn does a moonsault off the top rope, and then Taker catches him and immediately goes for a tombstone and wins clean. To me, I think that was like probably like one of Taker's defining moments, and I believe honestly.
And Michaels too.
Oh yeah. So, that to me is one of my favorite moments to relive. So.
I guess for me it would probably have to be the I think it was back in 2004, 2005 where he faces off Kane, but before that, there's like this build-up that uh, this weeks-long build-up where he's supposed to return, and when he does actually return, it comes in as a very grand entrance where he actually has druids with lit torches paving the way for his entrance, and I'm like, this has to be the most elaborate entrance I have ever seen. It's super entertaining, I'm not gonna lie. Like, most entrances are pretty dang straightforward, but this one is like, wow, he really wants to let you know that, he is the only Undertaker that ever will be.
Yep. And the phrase electrifying literally probably comes from his entrances and just how he can, manipulate or just with the audience. His
Mhm.
chemistry with the audience is just
Sure.
amazing.
Yeah. One bonus moment for me would have to be when Kurt Angle wins a title. He shows up, Undertaker shows up, shoots lightning out of his hands, and then the ring suddenly collapses. And I'm like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
really?
I remember watching it, like a preview of it on Raw, actually, and I was like, man, I should be watching SmackDown. What am I doing on Raw right now?
Yeah.
I'm on the wrong network.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a fun story for you guys. So back in 05, me and Justin had the privilege of going to a WB show at the Blaisdell Arena. And
Nice.
well, here's the thing that really, like, I was super spoiled back then. We were lucky enough to get ringside seats closest to the entrance. Right,
Nice.
right where Taker goes up on the steps and does his pose. That was fucking awe inspiring to see it live.
Dang.
I know me and Justin have a photo of it somewhere. I just don't know where it is. I know it's lost in a photo album somewhere, but to be in the presence. I even touched his jacket too. Like he was just like,
Really? The leather?
the leather jacket, the whole leather jacket,
Dang.
and it was just one of those, like,
Being touched by a god or an
it's just
angel.
like,
Basking in the presence.
yeah, when you're there in presence, it's just like, holy shit, this is happening. So
Did you feel like your hair standing up? Like,
oh, dude, I had goosebumps that night. I was like, and then even to this day, like, even if you watch entrance or be in attendance for the performance, you still get goosebumps of how big and how scary. And when I see him, I was so short as hell. I was like, holy fuck, this guy is huge. I mean,
is everyone standing in the ringsides?
yeah, everyone was standing out, and I was just there as a kid. I was just like, that
What year was this?
2005.
Oh shit, that's the year that the Tombstone DVD came out, which I also got that same
nice.
Christmas, and I still watch to this day. It's a fun time.
Nice. So, but yeah, that's a little bonus story. I don't think I ever told you guys. So.
That's pretty cool, dude. I gotta see some pictures too.
Oh man, I gotta dig up those pictures.
Dig up the Tombstone.
I gotta dig it up because I know this because I remember buying I remember having the booklet. I also remember having the time where John Cena was still in that United States spinner phase, where they had the spinner chain and shit. The U.S. spinner title phase. So
Yeah, United States, or I think even the WWE title was like that too. Where it's
yeah,
spin.
that too. So, but yeah, that's a bonus moment. I'll say that's like a bonus moment for me to be there in attendance.
Who remembers buying, like, fake WWE titles from KB Toys or Toys R Us? Yep, I was one of them.
The fact you mentioned KB Toys is you're reminding us how old we are.
Sorry about that.
No, that's good because KB Toys to me was like the shit besides Toys R Us. Cause
Oh yeah. hmm In fact,
Dang.
I remember there was me, Deether, and a couple friends of ours. One was Nathan, and the other's named Ian. We had like 4 titles that belonged to us. One was the heavyweight champion. The other was the WWE Tag Championship.
oh shit.
Another was a WWE Tag Championship. So whenever whenever like we team up, usually it's just me and Nathan, Nick and Nathan. Those are our respective titles. And then Ian, who we were kind of jealous of, he was the one rocking the I think it was the cruiserweight championship, which is kind of fitting if you think about it, because out of all 4 of us, he was actually the skinniest and the most lightweight. So yeah, very fitting title for him. Whereas Deether, because he was a huge fan of Goldberg at the time, he was definitely rocking the heavyweight championship title.
Makes sense.
Hell yeah.
So, but yeah. Oh, sorry, Air. Did you have a favorite dead man phenom moment that kind of?
It's hard to pick. Yeah, there's just so many that just come to mind, but I just go with the Mankind. On the Hell in a Cell, 1998.
Damn.
Oh my God, his body's broken in half. The famous call.
Yeah.
Isn't that where like part of the ring collapses?
No. This is this is the famous Hell in a Cell match where they do.
I believe so power bombed. No, not power bombed. Choke slammed Mankind through the ring.
Well, actually through the top of the cell, and then but the one that stands out is the
He actually threw him
off the cell.
On the Spanish commentators, funny enough. And Jerry and Jim Ross. Well, everybody lost their minds at that point.
Oh,
because everyone thought Mankind was dead.
Yeah.
But no, he off the stretcher, he comes back, and he literally broke his shoulder, right? And he still finds something to climb up, and then take him on again. But man, and no one lost character. Undertaker never lost character.
Oh,
he
I think that dude was befounded himself.
Right.
But
yeah,
did you know Foley lost he almost lost his ear that night?
Really? From the thumbtacks?
Like, well, not from the thumbtacks. That first throw off the cell, he almost lost his ear. You can search up like the certain interviews.
Physically or like his hearing?
Physically, physically, he almost like part of his ear was like ready to fall off.
Wow, history repeats itself in a different sport. Guess what I'm thinking about?
Oh,
literally, actually, no. That happened first.
Oh, okay. I mean,
I don't know. 97?
Wait, when did that match or when did that event occur? Like what year?
King of the Ring, 1998, I think.
Okay, yeah, that history repeats itself 1 year later in a different sport. I don't need to explain why.
Except this time, someone wasn't hungry enough to bite the man's ear off. But
yeah,
case in point.
But
yeah, that's definitely one of the moments. I mean, there's so many moments. It's hard to narrow it down to one.
It is.
I guess 1997 and 1998 were the years for ears.
That and like the Monday Night Wars, the birth of the Attitude Era, which pretty much just like kicked off a whole revolution of things.
The golden era, in my opinion.
Sure. Mm-hmm. The best era ever.
Yep.
Even when I was a kid, if there's one thing that would excite me to watch Monday Night Raw, it would have been Tori Wilson in a bikini match. I'm like, shit, I can't wait for this. And I see Tori Wilson, and I'm like, okay, let's get ready for this.
More than Stacy Keibler?
Huh?
More than Stacy Keibler?
Stacy Keibler would probably be neck and neck with her. I do like Stacy Keibler, but for some reason Tori had a little bit more appeal to me, just a little bit.
I think Tori had more defined abs too.
Hmm.
I thought Trish stood out to me more.
If anything, I kind of like, even to this day, even as a married man, I still kind of low key wish I could date Tori Wilson back from 2004.
Mm.
Like if I could pick a WWE girlfriend, it would
One
be
day
2004 Tori Wilson. Bam.
I'd go for Ashley, but okay, that's a good pick.
That's a good one. Man, I would have gone. Would I between Lita or Trish? Lita,
Hmm.
I could.
Lita, really?
I would totally get along with her, straight edge attitude, and her kind of her, with her punk rock phase, man. That shit looks so fire, and especially when Lita does like moonsaults and stuff, it's just like picture perfect.
Right.
Or swantons. So
I'm sure you guys use those tapes for other reasons as well.
oh, you already know. You already know.
We don't have to talk about it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. With that being said, well, again, hashtag thank you Taker, and thank you for 30 years Undertaker. So
Yep.
with that being said, let's go ahead and drop right into next question.
Okay, so I actually have two questions. Both are actually pretty straightforward, but I'll start with the more relevant one for me. Although both are kind of relevant if you think about it. Have you ever done a phantom set in a workout session? If you know what that is.
No, but I like to be educated.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so what I actually kind of coined this term myself. But a phantom set is like, let's say you're doing low volume and you do 5 sets for whatever reps. But for some reason, you felt like you might have done an extra set without even realizing, and as a result, you're not completely sure if you did that extra set or not. And yeah, that's basically what a phantom set is.
So it's like you feel like you kind of forgot or
Something like that. Like you have your workout log, and you pretty much cross or X out the set that you just performed. And then for whatever reason, when you get to the end or the final set and you knock that out, in the back of your head you're thinking, wait a minute, did I do an extra set? I'm not too sure.
I think
Yeah,
I think I kind of had those moments too.
I've had those moments, yeah.
yeah, that's exactly what a phantom set is. And to be honest, I don't necessarily see it as a bad thing in terms of like getting them gains. But when it comes to time efficiency, that's when it could be a detriment.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the second one is something I'm pretty sure everybody will relate to. Do you think people popping fireworks right now are essentially blowing their loads way too early? Yes, I did.
I saw your Facebook
I think this
post.
cleans every time.
I did, and I say they're blowing their loads way too early to pretty much, jab right at them. Yeah.
I complain. I would.
So I'm guessing
completely tell
Pahu's
you-
having the same.
Yeah, you're blowing their loads way too early.
Nick,
Yeah.
I complain
And,
and tell you that this
you know,
happens
and
all
if-
the time, dude.
I know, and I am complaining too, but for those guys that are, popping their fireworks at a way too early time, let me tell y'all right now, if you're blowing your loads way too early, good luck keeping your girlfriends.
Dang.
I felt that. I felt that though.
Because they gotta save the fireworks for the girl.
Yep. Especially when you get that New Year's kiss, but if you pop them all before New Year's, good luck keeping her, man. I, pray for your poor souls.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice background. Nice background.
Just a little, yeah, throwback to the Taker himself.
Mhm.
Dude.
All the best entrances of all time.
Oh, WrestleMania 29. Yep.
Yep.
Fantastic. I love the entrance gear. That was actually pretty dope.
I wonder who designed all that stuff. I'm sure he has a good team behind it all.
I know someone. So I know there's always like designers back. There's always like a designer backstage at events who does these designs and just like tries to make it come to life, which is absolutely insane and amazing. But
Especially for WrestleMania, biggest
oh
event.
yeah, fucking spectacle. I still want to this day be that's actually one of my like bucket goals is to be at
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
Hell yeah.
So
Or Royal Rumble too.
oh, definitely for Royal Rumble. Yeah, man, I'll totally be there. But if by some sort of fate that that next year that maybe just maybe that if they do start letting like actual people back in, I'm not talking about that fucking Thunderdome nonsense.
Yeah, not that crap. Like
Not,
actual.
yeah, like actual people back in.
Or,
I'd be honored to attend WrestleMania weekend and attend the Hall of Fame ceremony when Taker does get inducted.
okay.
That would be if only just fate had everything right aligned for me. I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Unfortunately, I probably doubt it, but man,
I mean that's the
I
real
can dream.
that's the reality of everything happening. But
Yeah. Until everyone takes those vaccines.
yes, until everyone takes the vaccine.
Actually, even that is not going to change anything. I don't think.
I don't think so either.
So
So
we're in it for the long haul.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not against vaccines, but don't rely on those against potential diseases. That's not the end all be all for disease prevention, in my opinion.
Well,
Right.
first of all, the disease is real, but the vaccine is not real right now. It's not proven. You know what I mean? In the field yet.
I mean,
If anything, it's still under its prototype stages, as far as I know.
Right.
well, so far, that the Pulsar vaccine. Sorry for botching the name, but it's said to have like 95% success rate. But then you got to think about, what's the other 5% success rate? Could we have
Right. I don't want to turn to a devil or a demon
or
zombie.
could we have the introduction of the T virus in real life? Oh shit!
Or the I virus, the ignorance
Or the
virus.
the ignorant virus.
Well, hey, the moment I see zombies coming, I'm definitely gonna trade this in for a real version.
Dang.
Just saying.
You might have to pay maybe upwards to hundreds to get that trade.
That's fine with me, but
Value is-
if it's for the sake of protection, I have no issue with spending a little bit of money just for, extra personal security. And by
Okay.
security, I'm talking about weapons. I'm not necessarily talking about people.
Okay. Curious question, Nick. Let's say half of your family gets infected. What are you gonna do? You're gonna leave the
Well,
house? Or you gonna...
Oh, that's a
I'll
good
help
one,
them
too.
for as long as I can, but the moment they turn, I'm firing.
Dang.
Shit.
Doesn't matter who it is.
It has to be done. Otherwise, the disease will spread. And I might become one as well.
True.
Okay, to add on to Eric's question, let's say all of us together and you so happen to turn. Who would you rather get killed by, me or Air?
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Just please put me out of my misery.
Got it.
I'll make it slow for you. I'll bite one leg at a time.
Okay.
But again, it depends on how fast the virus spreads too. So you could easily turn in like minutes or hours, depending.
Man, who knows what that 5% does? Whoo. Okay. Right on. Ready on then. Aaron, I'm guessing that was your curious question.
Oh, kind of. I guess my other curious question was how serious do you guys take the whole holiday shopping thing?
Not that serious.
Yeah, not that serious. I could hardly care less.
'Cause-
However,
Yeah,
if there is a sale on Steam, then I just might take advantage of it.
that's the one exception.
Yeah.
But honestly, thankfully, my parents and my whole family really doesn't really need anything physically or gift wise. So honestly, it's up in the air pretty much in buying presents. I don't have to be too fancy or anything like that. So and same with me. I'm not really asking for anything. I don't really need anything else. I got pretty much all I need right here.
There you go. That
So-
is the how. And that is the way. Man. Yeah, in terms of like not so serious. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like at this point, like I don't think I need to like get anything like clothing like I don't need like anything like clothing wise anymore, because I have I see in my I see it to me
see
like
that.
I have enough already. Like
Nope.
like I'll try to tell people, including you guys, like if you end up getting me a Christmas present, please avoid anything clothing wise, because
Clothes. Yeah.
I have enough of that. I have enough already, and already like this past week already gutted out like 40% of my closet.
I gotta do that.
I'm actually at this point like just honestly nothing clothing related this Christmas.
Same. Ditto.
So,
I got enough.
but yeah,
Maybe a brand new car would be nice.
that would be
That's asking a little too much, but okay.
That's a leap from clothes to a vehicle.
Or if I was really crazy, I'd be like, hey, can I get a high-end future-proof PC? Something that'll last long-term, please. That'd be nice.
right.
I mean, your laptop's lasting pretty well.
Oh yeah, but at the same time, it's not exactly the best for room efficiency.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe Phil can help you with that.
I definitely would.
He had a huge makeover this
I definitely would. Or
past month.
hey, I guess since we're on the realm of like crazy, something crazy I could get that I could wish for Christmas,
Okay.
and this one should be pretty obvious, because all I want for Christmas is a girlfriend.
I mean, I share similar sentiments. All I want for Christmas is my wife here. Is that so hard to ask? USCIS.
All I want for my birthday is a
Big.
big booty. Oh, I got the truth for both of you guys.
There you go. So maybe that's the one thing.
Maybe if you end up on Santa's nice list,
Yeah,
there's
right.
a chance. Or naughty list.
Maybe
If you're naughty enough.
maybe if I don't sell for like a month, sure, okay.
There you go. You will be gifted from the gods if you don't touch your wiener.
There you go.
For the rest of the year, Phil, you can't touch your dick.
Oh, that
Challenge?
sounds like a very enticing challenge. That sounds like a very enticing
Really?
challenge.
You might get something nice at the end of the rainbow.
I will consider it, but anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump straight into video games, streaming, and a little bit of geeking. Take it away with Nick.
Okay, this is not yet built, but it is something I'm, planning out both mentally and on paper. But because the Gauss rifle, or to be more precise, the YCS 186 is possibly the most powerful energy weapon in the entire game, I thought, why not I make a build centered from that? Plus, from what I found out, critical centered builds like critical hit and critical chance works extremely optimally for energy weapons builds, which is surprising to me. And I thought, shit, I gotta, take advantage of that. That's like a really solid setup for a character. So yeah, that's something I'm, putting in the works for video games right now. And at the same time, I'm kind of like going back and forth, going on and off with Phasmophobia, basically. So far, I managed to reach level 44. No, not 44. 51, maybe 52. I'm not sure, but yeah, I basically have a casual attitude towards Phasmophobia because, to be honest, regardless of difficulty, I'm not gonna lie, the gameplay is low key repetitive. If I'm being honest right now.
When do you play? Because I honestly, I've been looking for someone to play with, but no one's really on. Just let me know, dude.
Okay, fine. But I'm not gonna lie, the gameplay dynamics could change at least just a little bit, because whether you're in Asylum, Roadhouse, Farmhouse, for some reason, like it it feels like copy and paste, in my opinion. It's not a bad game, but the dynamics could use just a little bit of change.
I think we're the same level now, by the way. I haven't played in like 2 weeks though.
Oh shit. Damn.
Because I only really play with like friends or or with you guys.
Makes sense. Wow. Well,
I actually wanted to play last Friday.
Oh,
but
that's
you guys
right. None of us are on.
Because usually we have our streams on Fridays, gaming streams.
That's right. That is right. Well, speaking of gaming, speaking of gaming streams, so twitch.tv Mr. underscore uncle, I was actually surprised with the Twitch stream that we did for hashtag free melee, and honestly, God, I even told you, like, I was super surprised, like, how many viewers that came on. I was like, it was actually pretty nice.
Thanks to the hashtag, that helped a lot.
So, but for those who don't know what the what's the sitch on going with hashtag free melee. So as of recently, there's a big Smash Melee or Smash tournament called Big House, and they're coming up for their 10-year anniversary, and but before that, Nintendo USA decides to be a real dick and decides to throw in a cease and desist order. For those who don't know what a cease and desist order is, basically, if you have intellectual or rights to a certain product, or something or rights to your own product, that company can go ahead and basically tell you to stop using their product for said thing. So, for example, Nintendo USA tells people of the organizers of Big House to do not stream anything Melee or Ultimate, and when that happened, everyone within the Smash community, it literally put a whole stinker and upsetted a whole community, because Melee in 2020 is still popular to a lot of people, and because Melee was being played on an emulated version, and so that's why like Nintendo themselves,
it's not officially Nintendo.
Yeah, that's why Nintendo got really became really
caring about it.
That's a much more lighter I guess much more lighter tone to it. But so that's the reason why that's the reason why that's why a whole community is upset, and that's why the hashtag free melee became very active, and it's still very active right now. And shouts to Mike who me and Aaron made friends on the stream. Cool dude, comes from Midwest. So,
Ironically, yeah, he's from the Midwest where I grew up from.
oh shit.
But yeah, shout out to him. He's a cool guy.
So that's for me. Video games streaming. Out honestly super stoked and super happy to have that happen. So
Nice.
That is it. That is it for me from a little bit of video games and streaming.
No
right.
Tekken or anything?
Speaking of Tekken, like, so guess who decides to call me on Sunday morning?
Darren.
No. Lyric.
Oh shit. So what was he doing the night before?
So he was getting all salty, like, how come you guys don't invite me for drinks or go eat out and stuff? And I was like, well, you do.
Didn't you just call him?
Yeah, I called him too. I was like, well, I called him too. I was like, well, I told him, like, oh, you never sent a text, and then so on. We go with that conversation. I told him, you sound salty as the way I told him you sound salty just the way you were when I beat you at Tekken, and then I told him, hey, you want to throw fire? You want a challenge? Let me know. I'll be glad to take you down. I'll be glad to stream a first to five stream. No problem.
Honestly, I would have been like, you sound saltier than the Dead Sea, and that shit is the saltiest sea in the world.
I should have thought of that line, but good note. But yeah,
That's a good one.
So
wait, what was his reason for not answering your call the night before anyway? Because wasn't that the whole reason?
No, because that and he was saying, oh, I was at work and stuff. I was like, yeah, okay, I get it. You're at work, okay.
You can't make that excuse of us not calling you because we literally called. Well, you called him.
Yeah, so whatever, it's okay. I only call, it was only a call just for a question for a certain event, but other than that, yeah, Larry, if you do watch this stream, let me know. First to 5, Tekken 7. I'll be glad. I'll be glad to take you down. I'll be glad to take you down, and I'll do it live, just for your sake.
Do it.
So, but yeah, what that alcohol, sure. You know, I'll even take a shot on stream. There, I will take a Crown Royal apple shot on stream, and if I can beat you either sober or drunk, I will still beat you. Sober or drunk, I will still beat you.
Dang, you heard it here.
So, but with that being said, like where the picture is. with that being, this was 34, or no, sorry, 34.
It's pretty clean.
Yeah,
the whole arena and stuff, and that walkway.
I think that was the him Taker versus Roman Reigns, and that's where Roman Reigns put another dent in the streak itself.
Do you think that was in the script?
No, but I think that was just way of. I think that was just a way. I think that was just a way of
Roman
Taker, in a way, giving back to the business that he loved.
Okay.
So.
Now, either way, even if you win or lose, Taker will always be the most entertaining.
Heck yeah, hell yeah.
So, better than Lesnar, better than Reigns.
Oh, 100%. Despite him putting those two over, iconically the best. But with that,
it's funny because. Sorry, go ahead, Nick.
Honestly, I was kind of waiting for a jab saying like, "Oh, entertainer." Taker is probably more entertaining than even Rock and Steve Austin combined. I would have been like, "What the hell are you saying,
I don't know
boy?"
about combined, but individually, sure, yeah. I take Taker. I'd rather watch his matches.
I think if you're to put him in the, I don't know why I'm making this comparison, but if you're to put him like the Mount Rushmore of the Attitude Era, I I'd say like the first three people you think of is Taker,
Yep.
Austin, and Rock.
Three.
The fourth
Wait,
person,
Sure.
yeah, fourth person.
the fourth person who I would think that would be a part of that Attitude Era,
Upper
or
echelon.
that upper echelon, who deserves to be the fourth spot. I put McFoley on that spot.
I
Interesting.
put him there too.
For some reason, I was kind of thinking Goldberg, but I think he's more like ruthless aggression rather than attitude.
Yeah.
Wait, does Attitude Era only mean the WWF or not? Or WCW is also in the mix.
Well, no. Mainly for WWF. Mainly like the main cohorts that ran the Attitude Era from, I'd say from like late '96 to like, because Attitude Era in a way kind of ended. I say like 2000, sort of, or 2002, depending on one's definition.
Okay, so it wasn't just under the WWF. It also meant the other networks as well.
Yeah, but I think WCW should. I think this WCW deserves its own Mount Rushmore to me, like in terms
Yeah,
of like
for sure.
in
In
terms of
that
like the,
case, Goldberg.
yeah. Oh, definitely,
Easily.
definite Goldberg. The other would be Diamond Dallas Page. The other one,
Sting.
Would be like the guy.
He's
In
pretty
Mount
much the Undertaker of WCW.
Yeah, he is. I'm not gonna lie. To this day, I wish I could see them battle it out.
Yeah,
You know what's
But
you know,
no,
but
the closest we'll get to that is WWE video games.
2K20, unfortunately.
you know what's kind of funny was because so back in 2011, there was a interview or story from both Taker and Sting, saying that back in 2011, Sting was contacted by Vince, and was pitched the idea. Yeah, was pitched the
Super
idea
match?
to have the super match between.
Damn, that's like Pacquiao Mayweather proportions.
Exactly. Like,
Or I'll do you better.
okay.
Taker versus Sting would be like seeing a boxing match between Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali, both in
Damn.
their primes. Holy
true.
shit! That would have been match of the fucking millennium.
Oh,
Yeah, we would still
definitely.
be. Yeah, but unfortunately, it fell through. I guess.
Yeah,
Or-
it felt. I'd say it fell through more Sting side, because Sting back in 2011 was still under TNA Impact at the time.
Mhm.
So that didn't happen. So, but hey, you know what? Can always recreate it in 2K video games.
A
So,
video game.
so
And someday, maybe when we get time machines, we can go back in time and make that happen
alter that
the right way.
alter the events, definitely. Like,
Hell yeah.
I think okay, agree to disagree. Would you put those two in a Hell in a Cell match?
Yes, absolutely. No questions asked.
And to up the stakes, put fire around the ring.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So literally hell in a cell.
Literal hell in a cell.
Yeah, let's go with what the title gives you. You know, let's make it literal.
I would like I can see that pitch happening. I can definitely see a pitch like that happening, because both guys know what it's like to get burned by fire.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Taker said before he was born from it.
True. And
Fires
Wait,
of Hell.
I thought
His
Kane
brother
said
Kane.
that.
Yeah, but they're brothers, so I'm assuming
yeah.
they're
Well, half brothers technically.
okay.
it's not still. I think as a fan, to me, they're always gonna be forever brothers.
It's just funny now that one of them is a Alabama congressman.
Mhm. Well, actually,
Knox County.
Knox County, Tennessee. And I thought he was a mayor, not a councilman.
Yeah, Mir.
Was he mayor?
Mir.
Yeah,
Mayor of Tennessee.
Mir.
because councilman is something else.
He has the literal perfect 20-year challenge. If you think about it.
That's true.
Post a picture 20 years ago of him, and then now, you will not notice. You will not, distinguish
Oh, try
like how far.
try posting the picture of before he became king, because way back in the early 90s he was known as the evil dentist known as Dr. Yankum.
Oh God,
What?
terrible.
I never heard of that
Okay.
one.
That's worse
Okay.
than Stone Cold. Stone Cold.
Think about it, Dr. Yankum, DMD.
We-
Think about it, yanking your tooth.
Yeah, I know. I'd be like, what the
You got
hell?
that.
Yeah, you
But
Actually,
why?
you know what that gimmick reminds me of? Triple H's very first appearance in 1995, where he plays as a British butler. I'm like,
Oh yeah, that was weird.
I'm so glad he got out of that after 1 week,
What about The
or
Rock?
however long it took, because that just looks so damn stupid. I'm not even British, and I know that's fucking stupid.
Oh, are we gonna go with Rocky Maivia, where he was like all peacock feathers and had
Yep.
had much more moppier hairstyle than I did? Gosh, like
Curly ass hairstyle.
curly moppy hair back then.
Literal mop on his head. And Steve Austin's his
Oh,
shit. Did he have like a what was his thing before the Stone Cold thing?
what- was not the ring, not the ring general. That's a different person. The ring master.
The Ringmaster. Oh my God, how far
I
they
guess-
come?
I guess you gotta start somewhere with a stupid ass gimmick.
I guess so.
Hey, Taker 2 also had Mark Calloway also had a really stupid ass gimmick back then too.
87, right? He started?
Yeah, 87, aka Mean Mark.
Oh my God, that sounds like a meme now.
No.
Oh, Mean Mark.
Mean Mark Calloway.
That is one mean mark.
You left one mean mark over there.
Mhm.
Hey, now that I think about it, like, could you imagine like the gimmicks that were thought out way back when and were presented now? Like, could you imagine those gimmicks were presented in today's time? People would be like fucking flabbergasted. Like, who writes this stuff?
Honestly, it might even give them a boost.
That too.
Because I feel like the WWE has been stagnant for the last couple of years, so they need something to, push them off the
Yeah.
edge.
Ever since they, abandoned the Attitude Era, yeah, that's when like, people have been leaving
Yeah,
Uh,
things got kind of boring.
thing as a whole. And I'm like, you see, this is where you guys messed up big time. It's no
Oh.
wonder your ratings got so low.
It's about evolving, and it never did.
It's sad because their ratings are still low to this day. I crack up.
And I'm not surprised, because everyone's lazy to just make a new script.
No,
I
it's
know.
just
There's no
it's just booking honestly has been like completely shit for like the last so on.
That
I mean, there's some good booking, but then majority of the booking lately has just been like, who? Everyone in that writers' room should be fired.
Then again, didn't Eric Bischoff and Paul Heyman become creative producers or something? Or creative
And
executives?
yet both of them got fired.
Wow, they just shot themselves in the foot right there.
Literally.
They just shot themselves in the fucking foot. That's, if anything, that's probably gonna be the nail in the coffin. Goodbye, WWE.
Uh,
This is what happens when you shoot yourself in the foot
well, you know what?
multiple times.
Well,
Yeah.
when you have someone like Vince who's writing the show and
Stubborn as
yeah,
an ox.
stubborn as yeah, I mean seriously stubborn as an ox. So when you have Vince writing the shows that or trying to pitch you a character, either way you're basically at one point pretty fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
If anything, I actually remember the time when Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff were general managers of Raw and
oh man, that's some
SmackDown respectively. And if there's one feud I remember so dang well, it has to be Shawn Michaels and Triple H feud, where it got like their feud got to a boiling point to where they couldn't wait for Survivor Series anymore. And Triple H calls out Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels responds to the call. They start beating the crap out of each other, and it got so dang bad to the point where Eric Bischoff comes out with an entire army of the entire locker room just to separate the two dudes. And I'm like, how many people do you need? How many people do you need to separate both, guys that are beating the crap out of each other? You shouldn't need that many people. Holy crap.
Oh boy.
Bleach his hair. Eric Bischoff.
Oh boy.
If anything, he actually wrote the best feuds of all time.
Arguably, yes.
Yeah.
Arguably. I'd say arguably, yeah. Bischoff and him, and they had some good writing, but they also had their fair share of really terrible writing, or I guess not terrible writing, but like more like terrible storylines.
Mm-hmm.
So, but all in
That's of it.
yeah. So, but with that being said, Air, are you? I know we're about 2 weeks away from December 10th.
3 weeks.
Or 3 weeks. Are you?
I don't.
Is every day?
I'm trying not to think about too much because I don't want to overhype the game before it actually comes out.
Oh, okay.
But in the meantime, yes, I'm playing their last game, Cedar Project Red's Witcher 3, again, and installing some mods here and there, which I'm still in the process of. But actually, it looks pretty good, even in 2020. The game runs good. The game looks good, and Geralt sounds good. It's not Mark, it's not Henry Cavill, but I still think this Geralt might be have a little more personality than Henry's Geralt. That's my opinion.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I always thought this one was more. It was a little funnier than the Netflix Geralt.
Well,
But that's my opinion.
I can't wait. Well, honestly, I can't wait to see what they're gonna do more of when it comes to season 2.
Which is in the works right now.
Which I believe they're still working on it. Hopefully, just cross my fingers that they do drop it same time next year, because I know season 1.
They're planning next summer ish.
Oh,
yeah.
Next summer? Okay.
I think. I did. If not next, because it came out last year, December.
Yeah, December of last year.
So that would make sense. Maybe next summer or December.
Definite. So, and I hope they do more work. Do more character work with not Trish. Yennefer. Oh, actually, also do more character work with Trish.
Trish too. Yeah.
With Trish.
I gotta get over the fact that she's not white anymore. But she's a light skinned.
I think that's the closest thing we can get.
And also the fact that bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you. And also the fact that Siri hasn't entered puberty yet, but we'll get to that.
Oh god.
Too.
Oh man. I can't wait to see how they're gonna write that story. They're gonna write that story too. Oh man. Okay. Alrighty. Sorry, wrong chat. Anyways. Alright, with that being said, let's go ahead and drop into some personal achievements from this week and the last. Excuse me.
That's you. You right, man?
I had to sneeze
Uh-oh.
off. I had to sneeze off camera for. I had to sneeze off mic for that one. That was.
Uh-oh. That's the first signs.
Oh please, I'll be.
Okay, I'm not talking about that. Flu. Did you get your flu shot this year?
I did actually.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a cat like I do, so you shouldn't be sneezing that much.
I know. Maybe because I forgot to clean the dust off my fan. That's probably why.
Oh shit.
That's probably why. So. Anyways, going on with Nick with his personal achievement.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
So I'm on week 4 of my mesocycle, and I guess the one not completely related to my workouts, but if there's one good thing I find with opening at work, like showing up to work at 4 in the morning and getting off around 12:30 to 1 p.m. I can actually get my workouts done in the afternoon, which for some reason I find myself to perform a bit better in the afternoon. And if I could just get that as a permanent-ish schedule, then that would like do a solid for me personally. So yeah, I find myself like performing a lot better in the afternoon for working out. But besides that, or putting that aside, just not much to say about it. If you notice, I felt bored and decided to write an erotica short story involving 2 of my main characters that I've created over the years. And well, as much as I would love to read it right now, which by the way is only 6 pages long, I don't want to inflate the runtime of this podcast. So
Sure.
if anything, I'm probably gonna save it maybe for off tangent, maybe.
All right. I like some NFSW stuff here. I'm down.
Oh, it gets that. I mean, it's not like it's not very porno-ish, even though it kind of sort of is, but it's not like it's not like you're watching a porno. It's more like you're watching a softcore porn movie. I guess.
So it's nowhere near 50 Shades of Grey level.
Well, about that, I actually showed the
Oh, you had a private screening?
I guess, to Carolyn, and
Okay.
for whatever reason, she said after reading through the entire 6-page short story, she said that it's actually better than 50 Shades of Grey. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying, woman? That's like way too high of praise coming from you. I mean, I appreciate it, but I did not expect that kind of level of praise coming from you, because 50 Shades of Grey is an entire damn novel, whereas this is only 6 pages, and you're telling me this is better? Well then.
Right, but are you really taking her, her main points against an author, an actual author?
No, I'm not. If anything, this 6-page story was purely out of boredom. I'm not necessarily, or maybe I am looking to publish it, but not by itself. Like, this is probably like maybe a small part of sequel story from my last/first book I ever made. So yeah, I mean, I'm not. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
can it be intertwined with your sequel?
It actually is gonna be intertwined. right now, this is just okay. Jot down some ideas. Let's see where this goes. Oh, and by the way, I showed it to my wife, and she is like, "Oh my gosh, I love this."
And
Like,
if you include any moments of intimacy with between two females, I'm all for it.
I'll think about that one.
Okay.
And,
I don't know who your females are. I know. I know the Mariah girl, right? Maria.
Maria is definitely one of them, but if anything, the story or the entire trilogy pretty much focuses on her, but mainly on Matt. Like, Matt is the primary main character, whereas Maria is the secondary main character.
Oh, I don't want to read about Matt jacking off to posters or
No,
whatever he does in his
Why
downtime.
Why the hell? If anything,
or uses like a torture device.
Stroking his cock very slowly.
no, it's nothing like that at all. If anything, he's a killer. You know, like let's say this dude rapes a woman. Matt finds out, he's gonna find that guy and personally kill him. You know, as punishment.
There's rape scenes now. Okay.
Well, no, I'm not looking to write a rape scene,
Okay.
but you know, there might be some scenes that imply a rape going on.
Controversial.
And then, well, no, I'm not writing a rape scene. Fuck that. But, you know, I am looking to like write a scene where a rape it implies a rape happening, but it's never seen. But when the result of the rape happens, then you know, oh shit, like this female has definitely been raped. And then Matt gets involved, brings out his gun, shoots the rapist like fully loaded magazine.
And then he says, "I'll be back."
No, he actually what he'll do is you know
clean up on aisle 5.
cripple the rapist, and then you know pours liquor all over him, and then he gives the rape victim a lighter for her to use for her own personal discretion.
And then his last line is, "An eye for an eye, bitch."
Sure, yeah, but guess where I got that idea from? That's right, Punisher Dirty Laundry. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I remember that scene, episode.
Well, it's actually a 10-minute short.
And then he walks away as the fireworks explode.
Yeah.
Puts his glasses on. And then cue the Who's what's that song?
We won't get food again.
We won't get food again.
Oh, is it really? I just guessed it. I didn't watch that short.
He puts on his David Caruso glasses. You guys seen those, right? Those montages?
Yeah.
The one line champ.
Those one-liner puns, and then
I guess today he got raped.
yeah, it's so stupid.
Dun, 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 dun.
They gon' get food again. Nah, it's so stupid.
I'd like to see that in Nick's novel. David Caruso.
Like what one-liner puns?
The one-liner pun. You were the king of one-liners, Nick.
About
Come on, hit it,
king, but okay.
Queen?
Prince?
Hit us with one right now.
I can't think of one at the moment. Although
Sento's character.
Although I did actually get this one joke from a coworker, if you guys are open to hear it.
Oh,
sure.
Do it.
Okay. Have you ever been locked out of your house before?
Yes.
There's actually an easy way to get in. You want to know how?
Break the window.
No, just talk to your door because communication is key.
Oh my god.
Yep.
That's a smart pun, so it's not as funny.
Yeah.
But it's still good.
That was actually a lot better than I was expecting.
Now you gotta put your Caruso glasses on.
No.
One day we'll react to those videos. Maybe I'll tell you.
I would totally react. I would totally cringe, or actually that would be a great like try not to cringe challenge. Like hearing those one-liners and you cannot like you cannot cringe at how bad those one-liners are. that would actually be a crazy. That would actually be a fun idea. Oh man. All right. With that being said, as far as like personal achievements go, um, so so right now I reduced going to gym time down to like 3 days a week now, which is not too bad. The other 2 days in the week, I actually spend more time cardio, getting my run, getting a run around through the park, and then back home, and actually up through Geiger Park, and then turning on Kolawaka, and then coming back down on Fort Weaver, is usually my run time, 2 days a week. So
In my opinion, that might actually be ideal. Like gym time 3 times a week, and then 2 recovery run sessions in between.
so
Yeah, that might be a bit more ideal if you're trying to like train only on the weekdays.
yeah. So
I mean, that's similar to what I do. Like, I do full body compound calisthenics, exercises. Well, I say full body calisthenics, but that most of the calisthenics only applies to my upper body, where I do push and pull, push-ups, inverted rows. And then for my lower body, I do goblet squats, which basically, 50-pound dumbbell, carry it like this, and do 100 total squats with it, 10 sets of 10 squats basically. And then I finish that off with 10 rounds, 1 minute equals 1 round of jump rope. And yeah, that's a solid routine for me right there, especially since jump rope is actually my favorite form of cardio. You can actually look cool with it too.
oh, are people doing like those like speed checks, or are they just like
Mhm.
pop, pop?
Yeah, and yeah, like if you've ever seen a Rocky Balboa movie where he does a jump rope, yeah, that's actually something I aspire to be.
Have you actually tried doing, or I guess like I don't want to say try, but like attempted to like kind, I guess like get a taste of that speed that with a speed rope, like
Here and there, yeah. I mean, I do actually have a speed rope right over here.
oh snap, oh nice,
Yep.
shit,
But for the sake of training, I tend to keep my my intensity moderate, only because whenever I try to do high intensity, it breaks my rhythm, and I get a little frustrated when that happens. Like how the jump rope gets caught in your foot and it stops your momentum. Yeah, that actually irritates me, to be honest.
Why?
Even when like I need to take a break, even like when I need to take a breather within my round,
Yeah.
when my momentum breaks, I'm like, damn it. Yeah.
Well, I think the other thing too, and I actually kind of learned this from my coworker. Basically, there's when you're doing jump rope, or when I guess when you're doing rope, there's always like a certain position on there's always like a certain like wrist position where the rope is supposed to be when you're doing that way. You I forgot how you explained this to me, but it was a way where like if you practice this like this kind of like wrist positioning, like you won't be able to get like caught in during your session. Oh, ear's gone.
Maybe that's what I've been doing, but I haven't realized it.
So I think Air decided restart his computer. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
probably. But yeah, jump rope for life.
And have you have you ever seen like I guess there's I didn't know this till my coworker mentioned that there's like literally different types of speed ropes, or like they make different types of speed ropes that
Sure. Like there are heavier ropes for more challenging resistance, I
yeah.
guess. Honestly, I just took whatever was available in my house because right now I'm in no position to purchase one of those high-end ropes, even though they're actually pretty cheap.
Which is great.
I'm just using what I currently have.
Yeah. And I
Well,
mean,
after your Black Friday schedule, you're gonna be filthy rich. So you you don't have an excuse not to buy them.
I guess that's if I decide to. But right now, there's other things I'm thinking of purchasing besides gym-related stuff.
Wife related.
Maybe I'll see on that.
Okay, but yeah, that's a little bit of personal achievements. But anyway, Eric, dude,
Yo.
that's a cool ass pull up and crunch machine you got, man.
Yeah, my brother got a deal from his friend, and he decided to bring it over, and pretty much made our garage his homemade gym, which is also everyone's homemade gym at this point. But it's pretty cool because there's a pull-up bar in the back. There's a, I guess it's kind of the same effect as like the rings, Nick, in the front, where you do those crunch, those L-shaped crunches, whatever.
Yeah.
And there's also a dip machine right in the front too. So it's got everything you need right in one machine for calisthenics purposes, which is pretty cool. And I actually managed to do 5 wide angle, I guess it's wide angle pull-ups on the bar, which is not easy, mind you. Because I used to do 10 when I was a kid, but that was a lot lighter back then.
Any variation of the pull-up is not easy, if you ask me.
Man.
Do you guys have pull-up bars?
I can turn my gymnastic rings into a pull-up, purpose. But for me, primarily, I mainly use the gymnastic rings for inverted rows, supersetted with push-ups, which, if you think about it, is actually really good for preventing any injuries because for pull-ups you're a bit more prone to get injured if you don't do it right, whereas if you do inverted rows you're actually benefiting your shoulder a lot more than as if you're doing pull-ups. Again, I'm not against doing pull-ups, but I don't believe it's like the absolute best workout for your back.
And no one is saying it is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I mean, some people get really dogmatic with a pull-up, which is a huge turnoff to me. So, yeah. I mean, again, I'm not against pull-ups, but saying it's the absolute best in the calisthenic world, I honestly question that.
Well, to each their own. Because the one time that you said push-ups were the best, you got flamed on YouTube. So.
Wait, what?
Remember that one time you said push-ups are the best calisthenic, and then someone's like replied to you, and you got pretty triggered by that.
If anything,
you even lift, bro.
If anything, I did actually manage to put them in their place because I did say that push-ups and inverted rows are like one of the best combinations out there, and for whatever reason, that dude did not bother to reply.
If anything, he's just trolling you. He didn't really care. He just wanted to get a reaction, which he did.
Well, even then, like how should I put this? He really didn't have the right to do that, if you ask me. But again, it's a free country, so whatever.
I know, he's just being a troll asshole on the internet.
Yeah, that I'm not.
And he got what he wanted because you got triggered by it.
Still, whatever. I don't care anymore at this point. But
okay.
Trolling, yeah, I personally will not tolerate trolling.
Fair enough. Phil, you were saying something?
About
pull up? Or
I get that the pull-ups are to Nick's point about being pull-ups not being the best, but hey, that's how so and so influencers or people who do those crazy stunts where they're like air walking or doing that funny walk. They're pulling up, they're air walking that.
Sure.
So I can see from I guess from a not really influencer. They're just being show offs at that point.
Yeah.
So, because I mean, who wouldn't want to do that whole airwalk technique? I don't know.
Right. Well, besides the point. Let's not get too political on what's right and what's wrong and what the best workout is, what isn't. To each their own. Don't
Yeah,
judge someone because they're doing something what
yeah,
they
there,
passionately love,
yeah, there is
and don't
no
put them
best.
under the bus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is no best workout out there. Like every exercise has its place, except for the sit-up. The sit-up is probably the one workout I would, you know, extremely advise against because it really is not the great. It really does not target the abs like most people would think.
I used to believe it when I was younger that sit-ups did work.
Well, that makes all of us because that's what elementary school taught us back in the day. But with new research coming out, sit-ups absolutely suck.
Fair enough.
Okay, but yeah. Besides that, my other achievement that I did was I've beat my old push-up record. Now I pushed
Hey,
it to 70
holy crap!
consecutively.
You're
71 actually.
you're actually like veering into the high volume territory right there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
It's funny because
usually,
sorry, go ahead.
usually anything beyond 50 is you're about to get into high volume. And when you hit 100, oh boy.
Yeah, that's gonna be a while. But no, as a kid, I thought 70, 60 was like pretty basic because I could do it easily back then. But man, as you get older, you realize how hard it is to get up to 50 or
Yeah.
60. Like, damn. But yeah, that was a mini achievement that I pulled off. And I also did the most squats I ever done in one day in my whole life, which I'm still feeling the effects of because I can barely walk to this day. Like
Damn,
walking down the
son.
stairs is a chore, dude. I had to like hold on to the banisters just so I don't hurt myself. It was that bad.
Holy
It
crap!
just shows you how underdeveloped my leg muscles are because I
Yeah.
have I have chicken legs.
If
Sadly.
there's okay, my favorite variation of the squat is actually goblet squats only
Hmm.
because all I have is literally a 50-pound dumbbell to do squats with, and my personal technique to performing the goblet squat each per rep is, you know how it's held like this, right? And then you just do your squat.
Yeah.
My technique is my elbows touch my knees, like, and that pretty much completes a rep. So yes, I do go all the way down and all the way up, but besides that, I make sure my elbows touch my knees, which in turn that takes advantage of full range of motion for me. Because I find,
Hmm.
when I squat super duper low, I'm activating all of my leg muscles a lot more. And that's not even getting into jump rope, which actually involves your hamstrings and your quads, a little bit more. In fact, when I was doing jump ropes, like maybe a couple hours ago,
Hmm.
and I did like 10 rounds of 1 minute jump rope each round. And for the most part, I did not break momentum whatsoever as I was doing jump rope. And as I was controlling my breaths, I noticed, oh shit, my calves are actually, you know, burning at this point in a good way, of
Yeah.
course. And I was like, dude, forget forget calf raises. If you really want a solid calf workout while still getting in your cardio, jump rope is the way to go.
Hmm.
But yeah, go back to the squats. I know it's probably early to say, but I am kind of getting, I guess, small-ish results there because
Hey, better than
I
nothing.
mean,
I guess
r- r-
the butt's coming out.
yeah, I
As they
mean,
say.
results are results. When it comes to
Uh oh.
building muscle naturally, don't expect like big results overnight because that's not how muscle building works naturally. If
Hmm.
you're more enhanced, then you're using performance enhancing drugs, then yeah, that's where you're probably going to expect a lot faster results, but not exactly good for the joints. Which is why, whenever someone says, "Hey Nick, do you take steroids?" Fuck no. Why the hell would I do that?
But yeah, just from seeing the results, like early on results, is giving me a big plus for the future because if it's looking this good now, and muscle will develop over time and even look better in the future. So
In
early
that
onset
case,
results are good.
Yeah, in that case, I would definitely focus on performance because the more you focus on performance, the more the aesthetic will, you know, pop up.
Makes sense.
Exactly, and I'm seeing a lot of improvement with my girlfriend Emery also. So
Hey.
shout outs to her for working her ass off, literally her ass off, because we were doing booty workouts this weekend and she was feeling it,
Mm.
which is a good thing.
Fun fact: doing booty workouts, like for example the glute raises. If you do that, that's gonna enhance your sex life.
Boot raises?
Oh,
Yeah,
is it
you
the
know
one
the
where you're kind of like you're kind of like on your back and you're kind of like you kind of like toe up a little bit?
yeah, you're pushing your hips upward. That works your glutes definitely, but as a nice bonus, it will enhance your sex performance.
Okay. It also did a number on my back.
Yeah, like if there's one thing you don't
Let's
want,
not get too
like
detailed about that.
let's say you're doing it and then you
Might as well
somehow
pull off Hell's Gates.
blow a hamstring. Yeah, you don't want that in the middle of your session.
You're
Right.
you're tried adding a modification and try doing triangles from that from your when you're on your back and you kind of just like put your legs in a you take your legs and you kind of make a triangle connecting one foot to your knee or under your knee. It's
Ow. That sounds
well
painful.
no basically think about when you put a triangle when a triangle choke and
Right.
this is like basic
I wish I was that flexible.
BJJ jujitsu technique. Basically, it's when you're doing like your toe ups, like basically you're kind of like working out your leg dexterity, and basically when you when you get let's say your right leg your one right leg in the air and you have your left foot kind of making into your foot kind of like lands underneath your right knee, and you kind of basically
Oh.
like kind of making as if you have someone in your triangle position or you're trying to put them in a triangle choke in that kind of sense. Is that
Interesting.
yeah it was it's actually a lot more fun than I thought it was. But then when you really like buff it up even more when you're on your back and you oh got the person in triangle choke, I can keep going around and around, like you can move your back, you can keep moving your back and your hip around, that way you can find you can kind of in a way prepare yourself in a situation, say that you're on the ground and you could put someone in your triangle choke and in any part any position wherever you are, literally.
Hmm.
So but it was just like basic like just like basic ways of like learning triangle choke. So
All right.
but yeah, oh man,
The more you know.
the more you know. But with that being said, and we got a little bit 5 more minutes to open up some guest espionage. But with that being said, a little quick a, a little quick TV shows, movies, on online videos. So officially, I've officially finished. Well, not say finished, but okay, no, I'm not even finished. I couldn't handle myself watching. I couldn't get myself to the last episode of Blood of Zeus.
What? You didn't watch it?
I didn't get to the last episode, or like the last
Oh.
episode.
I guess you're kind of just savoring the moment.
I was also kind of mad. Spoiler alert! Like that, Zeus just gets like randomly stabbed by Hera. Dick move, by the way.
Just keep watching. That's what I thought too. I got kind of triggered by that.
I was like,
By his own wife, no less.
yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
I
But then again,
mean,
he is sleeping with other women, so I
yeah,
can't really.
he kind of had it coming, if you think about it.
No pun intended. Coming.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Look at that. Holy crap! Superman is here.
So in case you guys wanted the results on the end of the year. Anyway, back to the Blood of Zeus.
Let me get my phone for guess one. Guess yeah, notch.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I couldn't get myself.
You're that triggered?
I couldn't get myself to continue. Like, what the hell?
Was that when Seraphim was helping her?
Yeah. Oh no, wait, no, because Seraphim was still on his like revenge. Actually,
yeah.
no, because they just came out of the underworld, or they're coming back.
Hades, yeah.
Or they're coming back from the underworld, and of course, I watched the most brutal death of Apollo thanks to Ares, dickhead.
Oh yeah, frick him.
Fucking what? So.
But that's cool that actually. Okay, I don't want to spoil anything. Just keep watching.
Okay.
It gets really good though.
So,
Let's just say justice will be served.
Okay.
Without spoiling too much. Whoa, Nick, you turned all okay.
Actually, I'm what you call? I'm just lowering the brightness on here.
Oh damn.
Dang, you look like a shadow monster.
Like a shadow.
There we go. How's that? Just enough, not too much.
God damn.
I think last week's whatever setting you had on last week's off tangent, that was pretty cool. You look like you're like reading a bedtime story. That was some good lighting.
I might probably use that for, you know, the story that I wrote. Well, not role playing, but the story that I wrote.
50 Shades of Matt. Okay, I'm ready.
Well, it's Matt and Maria actually.
All right, give me a sec, guys.
Eminem.
Folks, we'll be right back once we get Jackbox up and going. And
Okay.
And if you're watching, do you want to jump in?
Please do. We would like to have
Kind of have to beat her Undertaker streak.
It is our mission to beat Emery. Well, it's my personal mission, really, because she kind of dethroned me.
Really? She won the last 3 times.
But I was number 1 at point, and the fact that I was dethroned, I'm like, no, I'm.
So I guess you're Brock Lesnar at this point, trying to beat the streak.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that why don't we point all our satellites at the Pacific Northwest and we'll settle this once and for all.
You want to use all of our satellite resources on finding Bigfoot?
Yeah.
We should be
Apparently
looking
our
for
stream's being
Chupacabra.
really laggy.
What threat?
Emery just texted me. She said
Don't
it's
you
been
care
cutting
about
off and
goats?
on, like audio-wise.
Yeah. No, because it's using up my right now.
Reminder to all agents that once you attach a piece of surveillance equipment below
thought you
your
gotta
base,
upgrade
you
your
are
own.
free to keep it or burn
I
it.
did? Okay.
Please do not return it to my desk.
Apparently, I ordered. Apparently, the thing's is only clocking at 3,000 RPM speed.
I've used these 2 tiny surveillance microphones hundreds of times. So you
Yeah.
swallow this one.
Okay.
16 gig?
Yeah, 60
And
gigs.
what about the
Those
other
are
one?
running at 3,000. It's not.
Or wait, is this the one you swallow and the
That's
other?
not. That's
It's actually not too bad, but
go see
share
our
screens at the same
doctor.
time. You might want to get like 30 gigs.
well. I need to upgrade the speed of the RAM.
Actually, the speed's pretty fine. Mine's running at 2900.
2900.
Yeah, and I'm
Reminder to all agents, the company picnic is this Friday. Details are piggybacking on spam emails from a server promoting hair loss therapy.
lagging again.
We still need sport.
What's with the new 18 buttons to press for a soda?
Oh, it is encrypted now.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing this on it. I need to optimize the settings a little bit. I think that's probably
Hey, for
You
the
need
game
internet,
later,
dude.
can you pick up some finger food? Like chips and dip? Just take it out of petty cash.
But there was only enough
Hold
for
on,
one,
everyone.
so I got dip.
What do we put in a dip?
You said finger food. Fingers?
Yep, I guess that's about our best option
Chad,
at this
we're
point.
gonna try optimize.
A reminder to all agents, inter-office romances are permitted but must be reported. We are well aware of them and hear you say it.
Hold on, we're gonna try something with
Okay, apparently I got disconnected.
What are you doing with those classified folders you're leaving the building with?
It's not what you think. These are gag folders. See, it says classified.
Yeah, because you crossed out
Okay,
and
I'll watch
wrote that
Undertaker
yourself with a
highlights in the
Sharpie.
meanwhile.
I outrank you. I don't need to explain.
Okay, see you later, Snowden.
Hey, did we ever get?
All of our field agents keep getting discovered and converted.
Ugh, I'm just gonna monkey then.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna close this program.
Is my body breaking your stream?
And it's crazy. It's too much.
Those what's your enhancement methods? I've been really doing a toll. Oh, I got disconnected.
Yeah, no, I kind of exit exacto night. Okay. So I gotta figure out why. Hold on, everyone. We'll be right back.